Disclaimer: the following video may contain blasphemies and rough language in general. If you're offended by this kind of language, please turn away from this video. If you're not, then sit tight and enjoy this madness. What's up, guys? It's Bahama Raven speaking, and today I bring you a different type of video. For a while now on YouTube, there's been a huge rise of challenge run, and if I have to be 100% honest, I really enjoy the concept. Given how peculiar and interesting they can make a single run of a video game, I decided to join in on the fun by playing a game that may even break my sanity. The things I do for you, eh guys? I decided to do a challenge run on Shin Megami Tensei 3 Lucifer's Call, better known as Nocturne in the US, where I won't be allowed to fuse demons. Fusion is a core mechanic of SMT and Persona games, since demons need more experience to level up, and it's usually much faster to just fuse them to make a stronger one to replace your old and weaker ones. From today onward, I'll be throwing this concept out of the fucking window and raise demons without mixing them together. Wish me luck, for I shall need it. Wish me lots of luck. But first, let's get down to the rules. First and most important rule, I won't be allowed to fuse demons. I am allowed to recruit new demons I encounter in combat with the talk commands, but access to the Cathedral of Shadows for the purpose of fusing is banned. I am, however, giving myself the chance to access the Demon Compendium should I want a specific demon after discarding it and not backtrack like 2 hours to get it all over again, waste resources, and grind it all over again. Also, it should be worth mentioning that because of this rule, a lot of the best demons in the games, including the Fiends, will be off limits, as well as some races altogether, as the talk command to recruit new demons doesn't work on specific races that are good or evil aligned. There is a small chance that demons of those races will recruit themselves when are about to die, but honestly, I'm not getting my hopes up. Second rule, I have to play the game on hard mode. Between this and the no fusion stipulation, I expect to die quite a lot, but this will make the game a lot more challenging. Third rule, I will be allowed to evolve demons. While it means changing from a demon to another, technically speaking it's not a fusion, so for the sake of not killing my sanity outright, if a demon shows signs of evolving, I am allowed to make it evolve and keep using it. This will also be the only way I have to transfer new skills on new demons for a little while. Actually, for the entire game. Fourth rule, I will allow myself full use of items and debuffs during combat. Buffs are important in Nocturne, pretty much vital, and can really be broken at times. But considering they will be limited to specific demons and not transferable via fusion, I'll be able to use them, should I get any. Fifth and final rule, I have to aim for the true demon ending, which means I have to fully clear the optional dungeon, and it's gonna be a pain in the ass, trust me. With the rules out of the way, it's time to begin the madness. As soon as the game boots up, we choose hard as our difficulty, meet with our teacher Yuko Takao in what seems to be an oniric scene, name our character how we see fit. For this run, main character aside, I will use the original names for the characters you can name. Then we start at Yoyogi Park Station. We get a message from our classmate Isamu reminding us we're going to meet at Yoyogi Park, then go to see Miss Takao. Immediately turn left to get a drink from the vending machine and get out of the station. Trust me, this will be helpful later. Then head for Yoyogi Park from the right entrance in the world map. There we meet a journalist named Ijiri. We get a call from another classmate, Chihaki, telling us that her and Isamu already went to see Mr. Kao at Shinjuku Medical Center Hospital. Ijiri gives us a magazine and then we're off to the hospital. There we meet Chiaki in the lobby of the hospital, telling us that Isamu went looking for Mr. Kao. She points out how the hospital is eerily empty, then reads our occult magazine. Okay. We go to the second floor, meet with Isamu, go back to the lobby, get the ID card, and then head to the basement where we meet a man named Hikawa. He tries to kill us off with a demon, but immediately gets stopped by Mr. Kao. We then go to the rooftop with her, then basically the end of the world occurs. We then meet Lucifer, who looks like a young kid and makes us eat a bug-looking thing, and then we wake up in the hospital with glowing tattoos and a spike coming out of the back of our neck. We're now a demon, and our next goal is to leave the hospital. Easier said than done. We meet with Ijiri in the first safe room of the game, and then we head to the elevator where we get transported in a weird-looking corridor. In here, Lucifer wants to see what we're made of, and then the tutorial begins. Now, this has to be by far the most unforgiving RPG tutorial I've ever seen. Not only the game doesn't explain anything, if at all, but you can and probably will die, especially on hard mode. I get the chest with the 2 medicines at the beginning and then get by the first encounter with actually a good stroke of luck between hitting a critical hit and dodging an enemy's attack. I then get my first level up. In this game, every time you level up, you boost one stat between strength, magic, vitality, agility, and luck by 1 point. I decided to go for a physical build, so I'll invest heavily in strength and agility, and also vitality for going magic. It'll make a rough first half of the game, but it will repay me later in the later half. If you need it, there's a doctor that can heal you. Use it. I get by the second and third encounter roughly, and then I get bodied on the fourth one because I actually got critted in the face. I take this moment to say that there will be a lot of chip deaths like this one in this game, and I'll be adding a death counter to keep you updated on just how much I suck. Or how much the game loves to fuck me in the ass. Pick your poison. I do all the battles all over again because I forgot to save like a complete idiot, and this time I beat the fourth one by using a medicine. Otherwise, I would have died. I did survive with 1 HP, but without that medicine, I would have lost it completely. We exit the weird corridor, save the goddamn game, and then go back to the second floor. Exploring around, we meet a pixie demon who decides to join us. Now, about this pixie, she may be the weakest demon in the game, but I heavily advise you hold on to her for the entire game. If you do, by the time you reach the end game in the optional dungeon, you'll get a huge reward. Trust me on this one. Thanks to her, we can get the pass needed to move forward, but before that, I go back to the save point and healing room to recruit a few more demons and grind a couple of levels. I die due to bad luck with the Pretas, then I level up a bit. At level 4, without dying again, my Mogare Magatama, the source of my demon power and weakness affinity, acted violently, which can cause different special effects, and in a stroke of luck, I actually got an extra strength point. I seriously got lucky here. Then I easily recruit a Kodama, and then I get a Preta from sparing his life. Now, Preta was actually one of those demons that I wasn't expecting to get. He is one of 2 demons that are evil aligned along with Will-O-Wisp that you normally cannot recruit despite its weakness to magic, all magic, his stats are pretty solid this early on. He will also learn Augie, the fire magic pretty quickly, so it's a good plus. Now that I have a party of 4, getting by battles will be much easier. I go back where I met Pixie, used the pass to enter the annex building, and took a glimpse of the area boss, the demon Fornius. We'll get to him later. After exploring some more, I unlocked a shortcut back to the save point, and then Pixie, by leveling up, gets Raccoonda, the defense lowering debuff. With that, signs of change appear on Pixie. This is the message telling us that she will be evolving soon. This usually happens when a demon that can evolve learns all skills available to them. At the first floor of the annex building, we find a new save point near Fornius, but before finding it, I want to recruit another demon that's specifically in this area. That demon is Shikigami. He has access to Zio, thunder magic like Pixie, and will learn Tarukaja, the physical strength buff for my entire party. I drop a nice save, and then I head into the lobby of the first floor of the annex building to fight Fornius. Now, as a first boss from Nocturne, Fornius really isn't too strong, even on hard mode. He does come with ice magic, so if you have a Will-O-Wisp or Preta in your party, you'll probably have a little of a hard time if they get hit. But if you have a party like mine, made with Pixie, Shikigami, and Kodama, you won't have any problems at all. Have Kodama pass turns and heal when necessary, use Demi-Fiend, or main character if you will, to use physical strikes and items. Shikigami and Pixie use Zio as Fornius is weak to it, and thus you'll get more turns to act. Not only that, but Zio has the property of paralyzing the opponent, and if that happens, all physical hits will transform into 100% critical hits. Also, make sure you have Pixie ready as a debuffer, usually one Raccoonda is enough to deal enough damage, or backup healer in case Kodama really can't keep up. I defeat Fornius in less than 5 minutes, level up, then I make the mistake to allow a random skill change in Kodama, and that changes Zan, the wind magic, into begging, a talk command that doesn't recruit new demons but makes them give you money or item. Well, never mind, I guess. I'll correct that somehow. I exit the hospital, meet with Lucifer again, and he explains what's going on in this world, and exactly how the light that it's in the middle of the sphere world, Kagatsuchi, is connected to everything. As we leave, a red-coated man with guns comes out to get to work. I'm sure our paths will cross pretty soon. Anyway, from the world map, we head southwest to Yoyogi Park, and this is a crucial part. Remember what I said about Pixie? This is where you can choose to keep Pixie with you or let her go. If you let her go, you will get the Ankh Magatama for free. It's a Magatama that you can get from a shop later, so if you want it for free, you can send Pixie away, but every sane player of Nocturne would tell you to keep Pixie with you. So I decided to keep Pixie also because of this, how this run works, I will need her support for a little while longer. Yoyogi Park is actually an area I'll be coming back quite often. You see, here you can fight pixies and their upgraded versions, you can say the Huapo, in order to grind for two specific items, the chakra drops and the revival beads. The beads will allow you to revive fallen demons with low HP, but the chakra drop will allow you to heal MP. Both are pretty good items that can also be sold to shops for a pretty good chunk of money, so it's a good spot to grind items and money without getting too over leveled, especially later in the game. So I'll be coming here often, like I said. Then I go south in the world map and head to Shibuya, where I find the first junk shop and Cathedral of Shadow. One thing worth noting about the junk shop is that items on hard mode are exactly 3 times more expensive compared to normal mode. You can buy 2 Magatamas here, but I'll level with you. Save the money. You will need them to make a very specific purchase later on. One for which you will thank me for telling you to save money. Those of you who play the game know exactly what I'm talking about. And this is actually where I'm gonna stop for this video. Let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed this type of videos, and if you do, I'll continue them. I can't guarantee a set schedule, however, as progress on this run really depends on the luck I have with certain demons and random encounters as well as bosses, but I'll do my best to keep them coming. Also, editing is also a huge problem for me. But, like I said, I'll see what I can do. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. This has been Bahama Raven, and I hope to see you again very soon. Peace out.